and welcome to Exam It Easier. So today in this session I am going to discuss about structure of categorical propositions. And this structure of categorical propositions, this topic is very important in your logical reasoning part for the UGC NET and the JRF candidates. So we will discuss what is categorical propositions. So let's start with our session. Now first of all, when we tell about proposition, what are exactly propositions? Actually propositions are simply statements. Okay, so I have written here propositions or statements. Now if you see the propositions types, there are three types of propositions actually. First is categorical proposition, second is hypothetical proposition, and the third is disjunctive proposition. But in your exam we actually require only the categorical proposition, so we will discuss only about categorical propositions in this lecture. Okay. Now what is categorical propositions? So categorical proposition is any statement or proposition that relates two classes of objects. As from the definition we can see, it is very clear. That means these are actually nothing but statement or propositions that relates two classes of objects, right? Two classes of objects, they are relating it. And how is it is that means I will show you with an example. Now as in the example you can see, example is bats are mammals. Now as in the definition it was said, it is relating two classes of objects. Now if we observe the bat is one class. Same way mammals, okay, mammals is a second class, and there is a relation between this bat and mammals, right? So this is only categorical proposition. So hope you are clear with categorical propositions definition, right? Now we will discuss some other things also. Now these components of categorical propositions are also important, because from this portion also questions may appear in your exam, and you have to know these terms very carefully. So there are four components basically. The first one is called the subject term. Okay, subject term means, it is simple. Subject term is the first category or class. As in the example we have discussed, bats are mammals. That means bats was the first class or the category we can say. So this bats means the subject, right? Now second term is predicate term. Predicate means second category. We will discuss about the second category. So second category was what? Mammals was the second category, right? And thirdly, the third component is copula. Copula means the grammatical link or verb between subject and the predicate terms. So as in the example we have seen, bats are mammals. That means between these two subject term and predicate term, we were using a grammatical link, that is the R. So R means, R is the copula, right? Now fourth is quantifiers. This is also a very important component of categorical propositions. Quantifiers means, as you know the word quantity, from this term only quantifiers have come. And quantifiers means it specifies the quantity of the subject and predicate terms. That means it will show you how much quantity is present from the subject term and predicate term. Like if you use all word, that means it is giving, all means it is giving you a quantity that is 100% quantity is given, right? We will understand this with a better example. So let's move on to the next slide. Now in this slide what we are getting is, we have to know two important terms of categorical propositions. Previously we have seen the components. Now we will talk about two important terms, and from these two important terms only numerous questions come in exam. And two terms are, first one is universal. Now in this universal term there are two terms inside this. First one is called affirmative, as you can see number one, and second is called negative. So first of all we are clear that One is called universal affirmative and the second is called universal negative. Now what is universal affirmative? Affirmative means whenever all word will come in a sentence, that means that one is universal affirmative, right? And if no is coming, then that is called negative. Like if I say for example, I take an example, all shopkeepers are cheats, right? All shopkeepers are cheats means this is using universal affirmative term, right? And if I say no shopkeepers are cheat, that means it is using universal negative term. Now all means what? It is giving me the quantity, right? Shopkeepers means it is the subject term, and all means 100%. Similarly, you have to also know that no also means 100%, because no is also giving us nothing. That means nothing means 100%. It is talking about 100% only. So you should not get confused with these two terms, right? Now the second term which is very important is particular. You have to know this term particular also. Now in this particular term, what you get is you are given sum, right? Sum is called particular, right? Like I can say, for example, some shopkeepers are cheats. If I say some shopkeepers are cheats, that means we are using what kind of term? Particular, right? Particular type. And for example, I'm showing you one example also here. All green are leaves. Now all means what? All is here quantifiers, because it is giving us the quantity. Now green means what we know? Subject term. And all was giving us the quantity of the subject term, that is green. Second, next term is R. R means, as I have told previously, the grammatical link, and grammatical link is called what? Copula. And fourth is mammals. Sorry, it should not be mammals, it should be leaves. Okay, leaves. As we have taken the example, all green are leaves. So leaves means predicate term. Clear? So we are clear with all the terms. See, if we see the things step by step, then the things get very easier. So आपका अगर concept एकदम clear है तो आपके लिए क्या होता है ना, questions करना बहुत easy हो जाता है. Now see, we will move on to the other slide, and here we will discuss about types of categorical propositions. So अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Categorical propositions के type देखेंगे, right? पहले हम लोगों ने क्या देखे? Categorical propositions के हम लोगों ने components देखे. Secondly, we have seen what? Terms used in categorical propositions. Now we will see types of categorical propositions. Types क्या क्या होते हैं? There are 4 types of categorical propositions. अब चारों ये जो types है वो कैसे हैं? First one, I have already given this example earlier, and the first example says all shopkeepers are cheats. Now what we are using is, we are using all here, right? So all means what? This is universal affirmation, right? As in the previous slide we have seen, as all are used. And you have to remember, whenever all will come, you will use this term A. You will use this term A. That means, as in the vowels you know, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O. Same way you have to, this is actually shortcut method. And secondly, we are using no shopkeepers are cheats in the second statement. Now no shopkeepers are cheats, that means what you are using here is, we are using here a second type, that is universal negative. As we know, no means negative and it comes under universal term, so we will tell it to be universal negative. And here we will use E for this. Okay, E for this. These are important. We will know about A, E, I, O in the later sections when I will discuss about square of oppositions. Okay, so you have to see all the videos carefully. And if you have not seen my previous video also, which I have already given for deductive and inductive reasoning, you can see it in the my I link button. You can click the I link button which is showing up here. Okay, so third type of categorical proposition is, now see, third is what? Some shopkeepers are cheats. Now what we are using here is, some word is used, so what we will say it to be? As we know, some means particular, and it will be particular affirmation, and it is represented by I. That means whenever I will come, you will know that this is particular affirmation, right? And fourth statement, if you see here also we are using some only. That means particular is coming definitely, but it is telling some shopkeepers are not cheats. So some shopkeepers are not cheats. It is talking about not cheats. Previously we were using some shopkeepers are cheats, right? Now as we are using not cheats, not means it is same as no. No means negative, so we will say it to be particular negative, and it is represented by O, right? So A, E, I, O, these are the terms, shortcut terms used for these types of categorical propositions. So hope you are clear with the categorical propositions concept, and इससे भी ज़्यादा मैं आपका कुछ कंसेप्ट क्लियर करूँगा, आपको मैं क्वेश्चंस भी दिखाऊंगा इन माय लेटर सेशंस। और आपको क्या करना है, मैं जितने भी सेशंस दूंगा आपको सबका जो सेशन है आपको देख लेना है, बिकॉज इफ़ यू सी ऑल दिस सेशंस ऑटोमेटिकली आपका जितना भी डाउट्स है वो क्लियर हो जाएगा। तो मेरे जितने भी प्रीवियस वीडियोस है वो आप आई लिंक पे जाके देख सकते हैं जो मैंने अपलोड किया हुआ है, एंड आप सारे के सारे वीडियो देख लीजिए, तब आपका जो कंसेप्ट है वो पूरा क्लियर हो जाएगा। सो आज के सेशन में इतना ही है। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग एंड ज्वाइनिंग विथ मी।